Hi, hello, namaste. Welcome to MS Entertainment. It's me, Gouda Deepthi. You are listening to Campus Radio Podcast Series, Episode-001, Dear HCU. Dear HCU, in our country, most of the girls are brought up believing this one false notion that boys and girls are not the same. I am one of those girls. It was on February 19, 2001. In a small town called Lingampet, in pouring rain, God sent a special delivery, and that was none other than me. My parents might have wished for a boy child, but still they brought up me like a princess, but with a few terms and conditions. 2 years later, my parents' wish came true. A baby brother was born. I'm not sure why, but both of us have different rules while growing up. And if I would question that, my mother would say, boys and girls are not the same. All the clothes and gifts that I got were pink and he would get blue. I would get doll and he would get a remote control car. I was sent for Bharatanatyam classes while he was sent for cricket coaching. While I wasn't allowed to get out of the house much, he would hardly be at home. One day, my school coach selected me to join the cricket team, but my mother prohibited me in the fear that I would become dark. I was even selected for the basketball team, but in the fear that I would become tall and wouldn't get a suitable groom when I grow older, my mother prohibited me again. Tennis would require wearing short skirts, swimming would require swimsuits, athletics might get me hurt. Citing what relatives, neighbors and the society might talk about me, everything that my mother said made me slowly lose my interest in sports. I did not want to become just another woman who never gets out of the kitchen. So, I started concentrating on my studies. After months of persuasion, my father finally gave in to my tears and let me travel Nizamabad to attend college. Initially, I did not like Nizamabad at all. The pollution, the buzzing crowd, the fast pace. I felt scared to even walk to the streets alone. And after years of studying in all-girls school, I was suddenly thrust into a co-education environment. I had no idea of how to talk or behave with the midst of boys. So, I stayed in my own shell. I thought I wouldn't have to live according to the rules that I had at home. I thought I was going to live a carefree, independent hostel life. But then, Western clothes were not allowed. If you want to go out, you need your parents' signature. No use of mobile phones after 10 pm. Hostel gates would shut at 6 pm. After few days, we discovered that there were no such rules in boys' hostel. I thought of the same thing which my mother used to say. Boys and girls are not the same. 2 girls stood up in the protest against the college authorities for this disparity. But none of us had the courage to join them. We did not want to get into trouble unnecessarily. My 2 friends and I, all we did was to go from hostel to class and back, maybe catch up a movie together once in a while. This way, the college life just flew past us. I wanted to pursue higher education. By putting all my efforts, I got admission in Hyderabad Central University. On 12th October 2021, for the first time ever, along with my luggage bag, caught a 216 bus and landed at University of Hyderabad. I felt as nervous as I did on my first day in Nizamabad. But the moment I stepped into HCU, it did not matter if I knew anything about HCU, but when I stepped into the campus, I just felt like, hey buddy, this is the world you have been dreaming for. This is your world. In these 6 months, I don't remember how many people I met, how much fun I had, how many memories I made, and how much freedom I experienced. I love every moment here. This atmosphere, these sights, and these faces, they will remain with me until my last breath. The campus air was filled with joy, the sounds of smile everywhere, and most importantly, the quality of education to achieve highs in life. In the campus, there were same rules for both boys and girls. If any sports or other event takes place on campus, irrespective of religion, gender, caste, everyone has equal chance to participate. There are even unisex teams also. When there is an issue within the campus or nationally, all students, irrespective of any differences, come together and protest against the issues. There might be divisions and differences outside the campus, but here, there is no region, no caste, no rich, no poor, and above all, there is no girls and no boys only students. If you think about HCU, it's like our world itself. It does not matter whether I come from any particular state, someone from North India or from South India. Even if we come from different castes, religions or from different states, when it comes to the campus, they break the existing differences and live together. There are a lot of differences in our country. Every girl is taught to believe that women shouldn't talk too much, shouldn't get out of the house much except to complete her studies, only to throw it all away, get married, get domesticated, serve her husband and keep producing babies. She shouldn't dare to dream beyond this. But in the same country, there are even women like Mithali Raj, Mary Kom or PV Sindhu who break all these obstacles and emerge victoriously. How does that happen? When I was young, I didn't get to pursue sports, but I can't blame my parents for that now. Societal conditions make us believe that boys and girls are not the same, but it's only our willpower that can break that belief. In just 6 months, HCU taught me everything that I couldn't learn in all these years. Now, HCU is not just a university for me, it's a way of life.